This is a very beautiful story between Stephen and Oma. Stephen, who decided to visit his hometown again after spending many years in the city. Even without his parents' consent, he visited his hometown just with his driver. Stephen is a son to a high chief in his hometown. Oma, whose mother is late, though she don't know her father. Oma's father denied her pregnancy when Oma was about to be born. So Oma stays with her auntie, her mother's junior sister. And this her aunt maltreats Oma. She has to drop out of the school to hug groundnut for her aunt. So one day, Stephen, who loves taking photograph of his environment, many things around him, who is also a lover of the nature. But one day, Stephen was stopped by Oma because Stephen gave some biscuits to children that he wanted to take photograph of, just to make them stay. And Oma called Stephen, tell him that you don't give things to children without their parents' consent. So Oma and her co-hawker rather, because Oma hugs groundnut while her friend Benjamin hugs banana, reported Stephen to the council of elders. But getting there, they just realized that Stephen is a son to a high chief in that village. So they were given fine to pay. Though Oma's aunt paid this fine, but she swore to Oma that Oma will replace the money back to her. And on the other side, Benjamin, who don't even have the money to pay, started crying, lamenting that he don't even know what to do. So Benjamin and Oma came up with the idea of going to Stephen's house to beg him for forgiveness. So they waited and waited. So at a point, Oma couldn't wait any longer, because if she don't finish her groundnut, she would rather sleep outside or she will remain hungry for the day. So she left. Benjamin was the only one remaining to see Stephen. Later, the gate was opened for him. Benjamin begged Stephen. He apologized, and Stephen forgave him. And again, Benjamin started begging on behalf of Oma. And Stephen was like, who is Oma? What are you talking about? Benjamin was like, the other girl that was with me. I want to beg on her behalf. But Stephen gave deaf ears about the plea concerning Oma. So one day again, Stephen met Oma. And even Oma walked up to Stephen, asking him how much groundnut you want to buy, this and that. Stephen was mad. He was like, are you really acting as if you don't know me? Were you not the one that embarrassed me yesterday? And before Oma could say sorry, Oma fainted. At first, Stephen thought it was a joke or trying to prank him. But Oma kept on laying there for some minutes. And Stephen realized that it wasn't a joke. So he picked her up, treated her, bought some drugs for her. And when Oma regained her consciousness, the first thing she said was, where's my groundnut? Where's my groundnut? Where's my tray? And Stephen was like, I just saved your life, and you're even talking about groundnut, you're talking about your tray. And Oma was like, no, my auntie will kill me. My auntie will ask me about her groundnut. My auntie will ask me about her money. And Oma took the drugs and ran off. But getting there, the groundnuts were damaged by passing by vehicles. And since then, Oma and Stephen became friends. Gradually, this love started igniting in Stephen's heart. So Stephen decided to know more about Oma. That was when Benjamin, Oma's friend or Oma's co-worker, told Stephen some things about Oma. And so Stephen decided to make Oma his model. And he didn't hesitate to do that. He told Oma, and Oma was so excited about this. So Oma became Stephen's model. You know, taking photographs in the bush, nearby bush, all of that, you know now. Village lifestyle. And this was going well. But will I say in Oma's part, it wasn't going so well with her, because her mindset of doing the modeling was for her to have some money for her to be able to go back to school. But you know what? Her aunt was taking all those money from her. At a point, Oma realized that her mother was dead, because all this while she didn't even know that her mother was dead. And there's a point she questioned her aunt about who her father is, and her aunt warned her not to mention the man's name or even mention anything about the man. And her aunt warned her not to even step out of this house looking for one way or the other to look for a man called your father, because if you do that, you will never come back to this house. But one day, Oma disobeyed her aunt in order to look for her father. But guess what? Do you know that it was actually Oma's aunt that gave birth to Oma? Oma's aunt is actually Oma's real mother. But she's denying the fact. She's trying to hide the truth, just because of the way Oma's father treated her when she was pregnant with Oma. Can you even believe that? And when Oma finally saw her father, she was thinking that, her father would be excited to see her, but the reverse was the case, because her father chased her back. And when she returned, her aunt, who happens to be her mother, but Oma isn't aware of this, threw her out of the house for disobeying her, for looking for her real father. So Stephen took Oma in, but later Oma decided to go back to her aunt to beg her to take her in again. On getting there, she saw her aunt and her supposed father discussing, having an argument. And that was when Oma learned that her aunt is actually her real mother, but she's denying this just because of the way Oma's father treated her when she was with Oma's pregnancy. Oma couldn't even believe her ears. She was so mad at both of them. And later, Stephen took Oma to the city for better life, for better education. Did you enjoy the story? If you enjoyed this story, please subscribe to my channel. Please subscribe for movie narration, for movie updates, for movie recommendation, for updates for your army budget, many more on this channel. Please subscribe. Stay lit and stay positive, and I will see you again in my next video. Bye.